What is up, you guys? So I tried the keto diet for 2 weeks, and basically what the keto diet is your macros are about 70% fats, 5% or less than carbs, and the rest are protein. A lot of people do this diet wrong and they eat higher in protein, which can actually throw you out of ketosis. Anyways, yeah, I did this for 2 weeks, and we're gonna just talk about how I felt, because I know a lot of you guys are interested in the keto diet. It is like a popular diet right now. I'm very good at it being open to different types of diets. So I was like, you know what? I don't like the keto diet. If it works for you and you feel good on it, then great. But a lot of people throw themselves into these extremes, and it's not necessary. Like, if you're doing it for fat loss because you think it's something magical for fat loss, so I'm going to tell you right now, it's not. The reason why sometimes you might see better weight loss initially going into it is because your body is, when you eat carbs, your body is attracted to water. So you hold on to more water weight with carbohydrates, but that doesn't mean you're losing fat. And if you're like someone who is obsessed with this scale, then this is probably a diet you might become obsessed with, because just initially, and then you're going to really start to see yourself slow down because you can only lose so much water weight. But initially people are like, oh my god, I just lost like 8 pounds in a week. What's going on? Well, this is what's going on. But anyways, let's talk about the different benefits of keto diet, and I'm gonna rate them how I personally felt on these 2 weeks. Now, if you did this diet for longer, and if you do the diet for longer, you're going to probably feel a bit different, and I would probably feel a bit different. And I'm gonna explain just in a second why I didn't continue, because I originally wanted to do this for 30 days. I might go back and actually do it for 30 days after my marathon, because one of the benefits too is that I've heard is you feel really, really good on your runs. Here is what my run looked like, 5 miles. It was a really slow pace. I'm feeling very, and not really sore, it's hard to explain. I'm feeling very exhausted, and my runs and my training is very, very hard. So it's like hard for me to like exert the energy. And the reason for that is because your body stores carbs in your muscles. It doesn't just store carbs, it adds fat. When your insulin is spiked, it also sends carbs to your muscle. So when you start to neglect that muscle, or sorry, when you start to neglect the carbs, that's when you start seeing poor performance and poor brain activity and poor like basically energy throughout your day. So I was like, oh my god, well, I'm about to run a marathon, let's try this. Well, good thing I tried it. There's also, again, the people that run marathons who agree that carbs are very necessary, and I am one of those people who believe it, because carbs are necessary in your diet, but your body does adapt to the environment that you give it. So that's why people probably end up feeling better, but I am not willing to risk not feeling better and sacrificing my runs, because my runs are going terribly. But let's jump into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is satiation, and yes, I rated it on a notebook because I am a nerd. But yeah, so I took notes throughout this entire time just so I could relay this information back to you in this video. So satiation, this is one of the best benefits of this diet. If you struggle with always feeling hungry, this may be a fix, and it also may not, because feeling hungry can be for multiple reasons, but eating higher in fats actually helps with satiation. So does eating higher in protein. But since I don't eat much protein, I eat way less than the average person. Most of my protein comes from protein powder. Shout out to BPI, discount code down below. Yeah, that's where most of my protein comes from, and eggs. So satiation was a 10 out of 10 for me. I think just in general, higher fats makes me feel so much better. I've already known this about myself from experimenting with different diets in the past, just to see what macro ratio works best for me, because there is a best there is a best macro ratio that works for you, and it's going to be a little bit different than everybody else. Performance for running is a 2 out of 10. Performance for lifting was about an 8 out of 10, but I only lifted like 3 times in the past 2 weeks. So this is my first time lifting heavy and really lifting with barbells since I've been back. And I really missed lifting heavy, and so I'm going for a 3x3 for bench, and I'm kind of scared I'm gonna fail on this one, so I hope I don't die. Energy overall, like throughout my day, was a 6 out of 10. One of the things about not having carbs is your brain actually prefers glucose. It prefers carbohydrates as its main energy source. Your body also prefers that as its main energy source. But so when you cut out carbs, your brain function starts to decrease. It's something that's also commonly seen on bikini prep or any bodybuilding prep. When you start to cut out carbs, you start to lose brain function. And my focus was normal. A lot of people do say they have better focus on this diet, but I personally have pretty good focus in general, so it didn't really have any effect on me. Weight loss was normal. Your weight loss and fat loss is going to depend on whether you're in a deficit or not on the type of diet you're on. And water loss, so that would be like a 7 out of 10. I did experience some weight loss from water weight, not as much as most people do, because I normally do eat a little bit higher in fats, not like that much higher. I definitely don't cut this many carbs though. Overall, if you guys want to try this diet, you can try this diet. It's not gonna really hurt you. You might benefit a lot from it, but there's just some things to keep in mind. Like, based off of what I told you, you can make the decision on whether you want to try it. It's not a diet that I think is sustainable. If it's sustainable for you, then there's gonna be those outliers, but for the average person, this is not a sustainable diet. It's something that you can do if you're like trying to cut in the next 2 months for vacation. But then you're gonna have to accept the fact that even if you're in a deficit and you add in those carbohydrates, you're gonna gain some water weight back. Don't obsess over the scale. You're still gonna look bomb as fuck. The scale is not like everything. Your circumference measurements, everything, body fat percentage, those things are what matter. The scale just gives you an idea of your progress. It doesn't tell you the whole story. So that is what I have to say about the keto diet. Let me know down below if you guys have tried the keto diet, how long you've been doing it, if you're still doing it, and yeah. Let me know if you're gonna try it out. What I suggest to my clients is just eating whole foods, trying to eat less processed foods with labels on it. Like, that is the goal. If you feel good mentally, physically, and you have the energy and you have the focus, and like you're feeling like rainbows and unicorns, then keep doing that diet. That is what I suggest. Even if it's the Twinkie diet, if your health is good, mental health is good, physical health is good, you're feeling good, then keep doing your thing, girl, boy. All right, that is the end of this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below if you guys want to see me try any diet for 30 days or maybe 2 weeks. It depends. So that'll be it. Let me know any other diets you guys want me to try down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!